We got a new arcade opening, Ian.
Oh, good.
You want have your parents drop you down in the station wagon after going to bowling?
Leave me off at the old Apple Arcade. So the Apple Arcade is going to be it's a streaming service that Apple's doing, another gaming streaming service.
Announced at GDC.
Announced at GDC.
Was it? No, their own event.
No,
it was their own Apple event.
Sorry,
Apple doesn't need GDC.
Apple always does their own events.
We don't need it.
Apple introduces Apple Arcade, a subscription gaming service for mobile, desktop, and living room.
So everywhere.
So basically what this is going to give you is for a subscription fee a month, you're going to get curated select Apple games for free.
With a subscription.
With the subscription, yeah. They are touting that there will be 100 exclusive games on Apple TV when it launches, meaning, I guess, like truly, when games you can't get anywhere else.
The games are curated by experts, updated monthly. Will include original releases from renowned creators Hironobu Sakaguchi, Ken Wong, Will Wright, and more.
Yeah, if you look at this, so Hironobu Sakaguchi, that would be Mistwalker. There's a display here of like the people who have joined on. So we've got some fairly big names in indie and mainstream. We've got Way Forward, Skybound, which is the video game arm of Image Comics, so Walking Dead and stuff like that. Sumo Digital, it looks like Choice Provisions, Cartoon Network, Disney, Sega, Devolver Digital. So there's a lot of people on board for this. A lot of publishers that, I mean, frankly, put out some pretty good stuff. I'm still not sold on streaming.
No ads, no ad tracking, no additional purchases. Available. This is the big news. They actually took a kind of a swipe at the Google Stadia. They said games available to play offline.
Yep, without an internet connection, you can still play the games that you've downloaded, which is huge.
That's a biggie. That means that the streaming isn't as necessary. Then at that point, you can download them and play them on the device. Family sharing, that's good. All household members can play for a single subscription cost. And then it works like iPad, iPhone, Mac, Apple TV. Streaming devices. They're pushing for indies. I'm just reading some of the things you said. Sega. Include games such as Sonic the Hedgehog, Beneath the Steel Sky, Where Cards Fall. They promise games from Sega, Cartoon Network, Mistwalker, Snowman, Konami, Lego, many more. Giant Squid. They're also going to be contributing to the dev costs of games, so they're actually like going to help publish these games. That's interesting. So they're going all in here.
They're basically looking for the companies that they want to pay the games for.
They're going to act like a Netflix, like they're going to pay for the content.
This could be hard for. I've been reading some rumblings, and I agree that this could be difficult. This could make it difficult for smaller, unknown developers to make a splash on the App Store, though. Because if you're smaller and unknown, Apple's not going to go looking for you to make your game. And if you get this arcade service and it takes off, people are going to be browsing through the pay-to-play games a lot less. So basically, I mean, it's... Nintendo is picking essentially who you get to see and who you don't get to see at this point. And I feel like that's going to be disastrous for some... Or not Nintendo, Apple.
Okay.
And I feel like that's going to be disastrous for some indie devs.
Sure, because if people are paying... And we don't know what this is going to cost.
Right.
So if people are saying to themselves, well, I'm paying, we'll say $20 a month or $25 a month or $30. I'm not going to... Yeah, you're right. I'm not going to pay $5 for a game. I'm just going to see what's in my in my library.
9 times out of 10, you're only gonna, the average person isn't gonna seek that out. They're just gonna play what Apple throws at them. And if Apple makes this cheap enough a month, which I wouldn't be surprised if they did.
I don't know how cheap they can make this. If they're going to be paying out to develop some of these games.
Well, we'll see. But I think if you've got it at $15 to $20 a month, I feel like that is. That will really hurt.
This is their gambit. Their gambit is that there's like 1 billion people that have a smartphone at this point. It's like a chunk of the world has a smartphone. So they're thinking, well, if we get most of them to sign up, that's a ton of money for us.
Sure.
But I don't know if that's the way this stuff plays out. It's you're casting a very wide net at people that may not be into it. Maybe they like buying their little apps. Maybe you have some loyalty to the small developers. When you go in the App Store, you see what's popular. You
Yeah.
know, what did I say? Bubble Cat Soup. You want to play Bubble Cat? By the way, someone told me there is a Bubble Cat game that exists. It's like I think it's like a Bust a Move clone with cats or something. Anyway, so I was just making a joke. Bubble Cat Soup. Anyway, so this to me is interesting. I think this is actually more interesting if you're someone on the go a lot versus I don't see a lot of people playing this on a TV at home. I think this is like if I'm traveling a lot, or I just want a whole library, or maybe I'm too lazy to see what's in the app stores popping. Maybe I want it to be curated. Maybe I don't want to buy garbage.
I don't think this is as bad of an idea as Stadia by any
You like this
means.
better?
Because
these games-
once you eliminate the need for an internet connection, it's fine. You're not.
Well, it's a lot easier also to have the technology for a mobile type game versus a AAA game with our internet connection.
And while I don't play a lot of mobile games, my mobile game playing exists of Scrabble.
You don't need a T1 line to
Right.
stream Scrabble.
But I mean, there are a lot of people. So I'm just saying, like, I have no issue with mobile games. I just don't play a ton of them. But lots of people do. You know, I mean, that's a market that we oftentimes forget about and act like, you know, it's. I don't know. Some people act like it's not an important market. But anyway,
it's the end of the world.
it's the end of the world. But it's
Playing mobile games.
I would be interested in seeing what a more casual mobile-based gamer would think if they read it and they're like I want to know what their reaction would be to the pitch.
Sure.
Because if they fuck around on their phone a lot on the bus or whatever, I mean, it might seem reasonable. I don't know.
I see this as geared towards, you know, upper middle class sort of person that, you know, they don't care. This is an extra service. They'll be traveling or at a business expo.
Sure.
It's a little convenient to have all these games ready to go for you.
Yeah, someone perhaps a little bit more adult than us who
I'm an adult. I have a mortgage.
I have debt, so I guess we're both adults.
Or everyone has debt.
Yeah. But I could see this being the person who, you know, doesn't have a game console, and this is going to be enough for them.
This is a different market entirely than Google Stadia.
Yes.
As well. That's going to be obviously towards console.
Google
gamers.
Stadia is trying to go for console gamers with games that don't really yet fit streaming properly. Mobile games, hell, even if it did rely on streaming, you'd probably be fine.
Absolutely. It's the horsepower in the phone. I mean, it still could bring us to the moon versus what was in the 60s. But, you know, it's not the same as you know, Red Dead 2 for sure. All right, I think this is going to be interesting. I'm going to predict this is not going to be cheaper than $20 a month. I think it's going to be $30 a month. I just don't see the way they can keep the cost down on this.
I think 30
and pay off all these devs.
I think 30 is the right number if you're going to be paying off devs. I don't think it has much of a chance if it's more than 20. That's my take.
So maybe 25 they can try to hit.
Yeah, I think 30 is reasonable. Like, don't get me wrong. I get it. I just think 20 is I think that's the price they need to shoot for.
We're going to get into the subscription game wars soon.
Wow.
Apple also announced their Apple TV Plus, which is basically like their Hulu with all, you know, original content. They already have a bunch of. I saw the trailer. There's like 12 to 15 show movies ready to go that they've been producing behind the scenes with like real actors. Jason Momoa was in one. Steve Carell was in one. So like they're making a play at this.
Great.
So get out your credit card, everyone. $500 a month to stream entertainment, games, movies, TV shows. We're hitting it. You're gonna wish for you're not gonna wish for Comcast again.
Remember when cable was expensive?
Well, that's where we're gonna be at. There's gonna be a lot more choice, but you're gonna have to pay out if you want everything. But no one has time to watch everything anyway. I'm watching Unsolved Mysteries on Amazon Prime. That's all I got time for.
That's Vonnie and I are almost on season 6.
Yeah.